Hello everybody, welcome to The Chew. We got an amazing show for you this evening, and that's our lineup. Which Israeli startup nears a $1 billion IPO? Israel's gaming industry yearly convention is here. Hackers' attack on Sony leaks new movies online. eBay experiments the smart store of the future. Star Wars trailer and parodies go viral, and so much more. Here we go. After months of rumors and of unfruitful attempts, Israeli content delivery platform Outbrain appears ready to move forward with its initial public offering. A report in the Wall Street Journal said that the company has filed a confidential approval to sell shares on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange. The report said that the company would seek to raise as much as $250 million in an IPO, according to analysts. That would place the company's valuation at about $1 billion. Outbrain is a fixture on many leading content websites, providing links to the site's older content and to content from other sites. Here are the people of Outbrain talking about their company. Get ready to invest.
We're a content recommendation platform. We power recommendations on many publisher sites. Use a search engine to get to content that you knew you were looking for. Use a content discovery engine like Outbrain to get to content you didn't even know you were looking for.
Outbrain is a way to discover interesting content. We're helping publishers help their readers or viewers discover interesting content. And that's it. And there's a lot of technology and a lot of stuff behind that, but at the end of the day, that's our lighthouse. When you visit CNN, what's the next most interesting piece of content you can enjoy and engage with? That's our mission in life.
Good luck. Okay, last week, Sony Pictures discovered its corporate computers were hacked. The event entered a new phase this weekend after it was revealed that 5 unreleased Sony-made films were leaked onto file-sharing internet sites, and the studio confirmed that it is working with law enforcement to catch those responsible. Variety reported Saturday that videos taken from so-called screener DVDs of 5 films, including at least 4 that haven't been released yet, were leaked online. Among those were Fury, a film focusing on a tank crew during World War II, starring Brad Pitt, released earlier this month. Another is Annie, the highly expected remake of the musical play starring Jamie Foxx, which is set to be released on December 19th. Now, did you know there is such a thing as an Israeli game industry? Once a year, the industry is gathering to celebrate games in Game IS convention. If you think this is a place for geeks, well, okay, it is, but it is also a convention that people can share their love for gaming and where the budding Israeli game industry can flex its muscles. It's happening right now in Tel Aviv, and with us in the studio to grab the gamepad Israeli style are 2 of the convention's organizers, Oad Barzilai and Goldie. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, great to be here, Jason.
Thank you. So, Goldie, tell me a little bit about Game IS. How did it all start?
So, Game IS is going on for several years now, I guess, for 8 years. But only in the past 4 years, it has been established as an Amuta, an NPO, non-profit organization. It's an organization that is operated by volunteers, and its sole purpose is to promote the goals of the game industry. This might be by promoting it with the government, with municipalities, looking over academy, the game design academy or game developers academy, and of course press, and of course events. So we have plenty of professional events throughout the year, something like 25 events.
Okay. And who are the main speakers that are going to be in this year's convention?
Well, we have speakers coming from all over the world, and of course local speakers as well. We have the designer of Assassin's Creed original series, and we have the CEO of Unity, the company that develops the platform that most game developers now work with. And of course we have a lot of speakers from the game Israeli industry, so they can talk about their experience and what they do and how things work.
Sounds super interesting. So who's the audience you're basically aiming at?
So basically, if you're in the game industry, you're invited. If you like making games, if you're thinking about you'd like to make games professionally, that's probably the conference for you. Not specifically for gamers, but of course, most of us are working in the thing that we're passionate about, so we're going to have a lot of that vibe, like gaming culture in it. And in terms of the content of the conference, we have several tracks in different topics that are related to different aspects of game development, like technology, like creativity, like a window to the local industry or to the global industry. And
so let's talk about the Israeli game industry. Who are the main players, and do they really stand a chance with companies from around the world?
Well, first, they don't need to stand a chance. We already have some of the companies that are big in the world. So it's not like we're trying to get into the global industry.
There are some established success stories in a few different platforms, actually.
No, but for someone that isn't deep in the industry, I know that the high-tech industry of Israel is all over the place. The gaming is still in its beginnings. I mean, what's the biggest success story?
No, we have several companies which are very big. I know it's not very common knowledge, but we have...
So share the knowledge.
Yeah, so we have Playtika, which is the biggest social casino games in the world, which also buys other companies. We have Plarium, which is a big company doing strategy games all over the world, with biggest, I think second biggest in the world on Facebook and biggest in Europe at all. We have Toptail, which does kids games.
And they're rated probably in the top 10 game publishers in the world. Both in Google and Android and in iOS.
Yeah, so it's not that small. It's not like just small companies anymore in Israel. We have like big companies employing thousands of people that have branches all over the world.
Yeah, we're talking about apps and casual gaming. What about, the PlayStation big games? Is that going to happen?
Well, we have less companies doing AAA titles. That's true. Mostly because there needs to be a lot of money and closeness to publishers in the space. But you need to remember that the whole industry, as global game development industry, AAA titles for consoles go down a bit. And in Israel, we are doing exactly the same sector that is going up, which is mobile games and applications.
There's a shift in the global industry. We're seeing more and more of the small studios or small games or casual games that are doing a huge impact, and financially, of course, a lot of the revenues are coming from in-app purchases and small games, and we have fair competition here as the development efforts can be smaller and the barriers to entry are smaller. We have a lot going on in that space.
Well, we talked about the fact of money that's needed for those sort of games to be successful, but is that the only thing? Because countries like it's not only the United States. You have Poland and France making really popular games. So what is it that still is lacking in the industry here in Israel?
Well, we're making popular games as well. I know that most people look only on consoles when you talk about in the media, but there's a lot of games, mobile games are doing big impact. Angry Birds and Clash of Clans and companies and games like that are making a big impact in the world, and Israelis are doing games in that space.
So let's talk about what can be unique in games that come from Israel.
Well, we know what innovating like Israelis is, and we know that there are a lot of unique ideas and unique, let's say, company culture, because you can see a lot of small companies that are doing amazing things with just 3 or 4 people, and this is something very unique, and from speaking to our international guests in the conference, they're very interested in that. So specifically, one of them from Vuga, it's a very big casual game developer and publisher in Germany, for instance, requested to meet that kind of creativity, and we're arranging in the conference a special event or a track, which is a game pitch. So we're gonna just have like 5 or 6 people approach that person from Vuga and just show them new ideas and new.
No, I'm sure Israelis are super lots of innovation. If we have to sum it up now with one recommendation of an Israeli game, what would yours be?
That's great. Israeli game. There's something coming up now in the runner-up in the top 10 list, and it's called Wonder Ball from an Israeli company. It's sort of a take on Peggle. It's doing great, and it's a fun mobile game.
Looks awesome.
Yeah.
Well, do you have another one to recommend?
No, I actually know that game very well. It's really good.
Okay, so you have one recommendation, people at home. Thank you very much. Good luck with the convention, and thanks for being here.
Thanks.
Okay, let's move on. When you think of eBay, you think about online shopping, but eBay wants to go offline as well. Teaming up with fashion designer Rebecca Minkoff, the online retail giant is now opening new smart stores for the holidays. The stores will be located in New York and San Francisco and will feature large mirrors that shoppers will be able to use to look through the store's inventory to choose the items they want to try on. Sounds cool? It does to me. Here's the store in action.
Hi, my name's Healy Cipher, and I'm with the eBay Inc. Retail Innovation Team, and I'm here at the beautiful flagship Rebecca Minkoff store in New York City. We've partnered together to create the Connected Store, a highly digital and seamlessly connected experience that brings the best of the online world into the physical. Together, we're going to change the future of retail. As a shopper begins to browse, she'll find the Rebecca Minkoff store is a physical manifestation of all the best parts of the online experience. The Connected Wall, a beautiful large mirrored display, shows the latest Rebecca Minkoff brand content, runway shows, photos, and anything happening on the social channels. By pressing the mirror, she initiates an interactive experience where she can browse the latest looks, find products she likes, even request a fitting room. She can order drinks and download the mobile app directly from the mirror. And by pressing Send to My Room, our shopper can initiate a one-on-one stylist session. When the room's ready, she'll get a text message.
Okay, so rich people will have an even cooler experience while they shop and spend lots of money. That's lovely. Now, on Wednesday, word broke that Sony was working on a smartwatch that will avoid the typical screen and instead use a wraparound e-paper display. But this wasn't a hush-hush secret project like what you'd expect from Apple. The Wall Street Journal reports that the fashion entertainment team at Sony has already showcased the watch in a campaign on the Japanese crowdfunding site Makuake that launched in September. However, since Sony's name wasn't on the campaign, it was able to fly under the radar and look like just another crowdfunding campaign. Sony did not take the money collected in the campaign, they just wanted to know if people will like the product. Cute, that's not the watch on screen, but the watch itself, I can tell you, we saw it, it's a thing of beauty. I want one for Christmas. And now for some football news. 3 fans rushed the pitch at various points during the first half of Tottenham's Europa League match against FK Partizan Belgrade on Thursday, leading to the match being suspended by match officials for 10 minutes. Turns out the guys who were interfered with the game were all part of a YouTube prank, challenging 3 men to stay on the field as long as they can. Funny? Not really. Now UEFA are investigating Tottenham for the disturbance in the game and is expected to punish the London-based team quite severely. Gee, thanks YouTube pranksters for that one. Now, some people out there, a few of them work at the Tube, they're in the control right now, were much excited for the new Star Wars teaser that was released last Friday, gaining 50 million views in 2 days. It looked great, maybe because George Lucas is not involved, until now. Michael Sanks made a George Lucas version of the trailer and it's too much.
There has been an earthquake. Have you felt it? Dark side. And trade negotiations.
And here's another talented man making incredible things. A talented fan. Dutch editor Matthijs Vlot made a rap song about Breaking Bad. Heisenberg in the house.
What the hell is this?
What?
What? This is my product. This is my product. This is my product. This is my product. This.
I made you my bitch when we started all this. It's the cost of business. That's what this is.
Stand up to the heat.
Look at that, look!
That's what we need. So we can cook.
Do what I say.
It's not a request. It's still the best way.
Which is by far the best.
Something nice for my son.
Just tell me it's done.
Something fun. Come on! They said it was the bomb. This is my product. This is my product. This is my product. This is my product. This.
Wow, I really miss them. Maybe I'll watch it again for the third time, the whole show. Okay, that's it. This show is over. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be here tomorrow with more of The Tube. You can, of course, log on to our Twitter, to our Tumblr. It's TheTube24. And, you know, today is the National HIV/AIDS Day. So always remember, be safe, love yourself, love others, and please be brave, break all stigmas, hug and kiss, and love those with the virus freely. Remember, we are all equal in our rights, and wear protection when having sex. So simple. That's it. Goodbye.